Hello students, my name is Vaibhav Badkar, working as lecturer in biology in Prerana PU College. Today we are discussing the topic the living world. Since when we enter into biology is study of living organisms, you know that. So today's topic is living world, the first topic. When we speak of living organisms, there are so many living organisms around us. Different kinds of animals, including human being, cat, dog, tiger, lion, or snake, insects, plants, microorganism. All these are living organisms. At the same time, living organisms alone cannot exist. They live along with non-living things like soil, rock, water, sunlight, rainfall, so many things, minerals. All these things, they are together called as non-living things. Now, we are going to discuss the important characters of living organisms. How living organisms are different from non-living things. Let us study one by one. I will note down some of the important properties of living organism. Let me take 5 important property of living organism. First of all, growth. Second one, reproduction. Third one, metabolism. Fourth one, cellular organization. Cellular organization. And fifth one, consciousness. These 5 characters are the important characters of living organism. First of all, growth. We know that living organisms grow. You take our own example. We are growing day by day. When we took our birth, our height was hardly 1 foot. Today we have grown to 5 feet. Our weight was 3 to 4 kg. Today it's 40, 50 or 60 kg. This is exactly what we call growth. We see in our surrounding the plants grow. Day by day they increase in their height, they increase in their girth. Girth means diameter. This is called as growth. So growth is seen in case of living organisms. So living organisms show growth. Growth is one of the important property of living organism. Second one, reproduction. What is reproduction? Giving birth to young one of its own kind is called as reproduction. Giving birth to young one of its own kind. Cat can give birth to cat only. Dog can give birth to dog only. They give birth to their young ones. Even in case of plants, they produce seeds. Those seeds germinate into next plant. We call seedlings. So like this, reproduction is very important character of living organism. They reproduce by different method. Some reproduce by sexual method, that is by the fusion of male and female gamete, as in case of higher animals. Some asexual method, as we have seen in case of amoeba. Amoeba splits into 2, bacteria splits into 2. It's called as binary fission. If you take example of some plant, you cut the branch of the plant, put it in the soil, it slowly after a few days roots starts coming to that branch of the stem and it independently develops into another plant. This is called as vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is nothing but asexual reproduction. So both asexual or sexual living organisms show the property of reproduction. Third one, metabolism. What is metabolism? The various biochemical reaction or simply chemical reactions taking place in living organism is called as metabolism, or we also call it as metabolic activities. In our body, various metabolic activity take place. Protein synthesis. In case of plant, photosynthesis. Respiration, wherein the glucose is broken down to release energy. All these are metabolic activities, and metabolic activities are carried out only in case of living organism. When a plant or animal dies, suddenly metabolic activity, the living metabolic activity stops. So metabolism is another important properties of living organism. Fourth one, cellular organization, very important property. Cellular organization means living organisms are made up of cells. Living organisms are made up of cells, at least one cell or single cell. We call such organism as unicellular organism. Amoeba, bacteria, yeast, diatoms. There are some unicellular organism, euglena. They are made up of only one cell, but cell is there. We are multicellular organism. Our body is made up of many cells, but cells are there. So living organisms, in case of living organisms, their body is made up of cell or cells. That's why cellular organization is another very important property of living organism. Now coming to fifth one, consciousness. Consciousness is nothing but, in a simple way, we call it as response to stimulus. Response to stimulus. For example, suppose while walking on the ground, suppose a snake come across us, then what we do? We suddenly stop. Here snake is the stimulus for us, and suddenly we stop is the response. Even plants too show response to stimulus. You know, there is a plant called as touch me not plant. Its a scientific name is Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica. If you touch the leaf of that plant, suddenly the leaves get closed. This is response. Touch is the stimulus. So all the plants and animals, they show response to stimulus, and that property is called as consciousness. So consciousness is one of the very important property of living organism. And that consciousness, in case of animal, it is because of our nervous system, well developed nervous system. But you know that in case of plants, there is no nervous system. They show it by hormone system. They have some hormones, and they have some other process like turgor pressure and all that we'll study in the later chapters, that brings response to stimulus. So these 5 are important properties of living organisms: growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular organization, consciousness. If these 5 are present, of course there are much more properties of living organism, but if these 5 properties are present, we call them as living organism. So one point is clear. Now, how many of them are defining property? This is now very interesting. How many of them are defining property? Let us see which all are the defining property of living organisms.